and welcome to Iacon Underground Radio for the week of January 24th, 2018. I'm Jen.
And I'm David. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been taking an extended break for various reasons, and we've got lots of toys we picked up in the meantime. I actually have some disposable income now, which is nice. So toys have been acquired, comics have been read, cartoons have not really been...
You've moved to a different state? Oh yeah, cartoons have not been watched.
Yes, I moved to a different state. David got a new computer. I mean, that's a thing.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, there's stuff. We haven't caught up. Oh man, was it the Titans Return cartoon?
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched any of it because I didn't want to, because I did not enjoy the last one, and they've greenlit the next one. And what little clips I've seen, it's like they left giant gaping spaces between dialogue for riff tracks. And...
I mean, maybe. Hey, look what that did for The Room. I mean...
yeah, well, yeah, but like, riff tracks is never going to do it. We'll have to get like people we know to do it.
Well, yeah, but the point is that being mockable is absolutely a marketable quality.
Yeah.
So I guess if we're gonna be back to doing this on the regular, we are going to have to subject ourselves to that. Man, that I feel like that needs to be a Patreon thing or something. I don't know. Nah.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
it's a thing we should watch anyway at some point.
Yeah, man, I remember.
At least it's short.
I remember when I used to be a fiction completist, and I would have to watch every episode of all the Transformers stuff, and I think that died somewhere near like the tail end of the car robots / robots in disguise dub. And then I did pretty well okay again until somewhere near the end of Energon when I missed a few episodes and couldn't be bothered to get back to them.
So it lasted about as long as toy completionism did.
Well, I mean, I did have a brief period where I was kind of completist, but it was, again, I think more disposable income and anxiety than, like, actually caring that much. It was kind of nice to do, but
Well, it's also gotten to a point where it's, like, impossible. There's like, the movie lines, the cartoon lines, other line, classic stuff. There's no way to get it all now.
I mean, there's that too. Like, I haven't finished watching Punisher yet, and I have to tell you, the Titans Return Machinima series is definitely below Punisher on my list of priorities.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the thing. It's not even Netflix dump quality.
And I guess that's the other thing, is it's not just that... It's like there's so many other things demanding everyone's time now. There's so much entertainment available that it's not like, you know, it's like, oh, well, there's one new episode out every so often, yada, yada, yada. It's like, I got all this stuff I need to be watching. Like, isn't Runaways out?
Oh, trying to get into all the various Marvel thingies, like, not the ones on TV, there's Runaways, it's on something, and there's whatever the hell with Squirrel Girl coming out on a different network thingy, or digital something, I don't know.
Digital platform. But...
Something or other.
So do you think there's going to be any actual continuity between that and this Power of the Primes one that actually has, like, an actual cast?
Yes, I think so. Well, the first two have had continuity, I assume. Presumably the next one, the last one they got more known people for doing things. They had a Power Ranger.
Oh, was it Jason David
and
Frank?
some other people.
It was Jason.
Of course, it's Jason David Frank. Yes. He's kind of unavoidable.
Fucking Jason David Frank going around being in things. So yeah, we'll have to catch up with that and, I don't know, dedicate an episode to having opinions on it.
Yes.
But...
And speaking of catching up on things, other news...
Yes.
There's probably been
so much news. That's the thing, is it's just so much news at this point. It's like, y'all read Twitter.
Yeah,
you know what the things are. I mean, really, Toy Fair's coming up soon. There are lots of pictures of Power of the Prime's toys out, and hey, they're in stores. Some of them are even in stores around where I live, which is pretty impressive because they're garbage. So yeah, I mean, there's been third-party stuff. I don't think there's been anything. Well, okay, there's a third-party Thunderclash. That's like my third-party news right there. There's a third-party Thunderclash.
All the colors.
He's got all the colors. Possibly, I mean, I have probably mentioned on here before that one of my friends picked up a Thunderwing, or a Thunderclash at BotCon one time and counted for posterity, and the original toy had 13 separate colors on him. So this third party one looks like it may be keeping the tradition alive. So that's important. Otherwise, there's
things have happened. There's stuff.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a lot of like news lately.
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything really big that like is important to bring up that missed. Like most of the stuff falls into the category as like, oh, that's kind of a thing. Oh, that's not a thing. Like the Hasbro Cinematic Universe that isn't anymore.
I saw something about it not having mask. That's all I've seen with that recently.
Yeah, like I don't think they'd even gotten to a script level as far as I know, but like Mask and ROM were supposed to be things. Now they're not.
They're not doing a ROM
understandably. I mean, a ROM would be... We'd love a ROM movie, but the problem is the ROM movie I want is basically just another cosmic Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But if you can't have him bump into the Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't really care.
It's not as fun. Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
I mean, if he bumped into Transformers, maybe, but...
So a lot of the stuff that people cared about with ROM was, fairly deeply rooted in his Marvel, late 70s, early 80s Marvel Comics roots. Well,
yeah.
I mean, same with Micronauts.
Not that he's a main Marvel, like, Micronauts I think could work, maybe? I don't know if that's been canceled or if that got anywhere. I'm kind of surprised Mask gets tanked, because, like, you'd think, like, Mask is just another Transformers movie with more actors, and they don't have to worry about giving the vehicles characters, because they aren't.
That's the problem, is that Mask it's always just been half-assed Transformers.
Well, it's half-assed Transformers, but it's slightly better G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's true. it's the intersection of Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
It's like meeting in the middle. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not at all surprised that the Hasbro cinematic stuff is not taking off quite so much. I think I'm more surprised that people would be surprised. But, I mean...
I would expect them to try something else other than the G.I. Joes that didn't do so well. Just throw something out there at some point. Maybe the Micronauts will happen.
Yeah.
Although Micronauts is kind of a bad title.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, they did a Gem movie, remember?
Yeah, but they didn't do a good one.
Everyone else has also forgotten. Yeah, that was, it was not good. I felt that it lacked what I felt was one of the most defining qualities of Jem, being that she was a grown adult and not like a teenager.
And
Anyway,
ideally
so
you'd have big 80s hair, but
such hair. Anyway, but they're bringing Barbie and the Rockers back. That is actually a thing I saw at Target. It's crazy.
Oh.
So you would think they could do Jem, but who knows? So yeah, I mean, Transformers was never really gonna be part of that whole Hasbro cinematic thing anyway, though, was it? You don't recall that being a thing.
I don't know. It is kind of on its own. Trying to hitch it to other things would probably be detrimental to it. Wouldn't help much.
Also, I feel like bringing the Transformers movies into the Razzies is almost like a cheap shot these days. It's like...
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, so... Well, I don't think the Razzies have been really relevant or appropriate for like a decade.
That's fair. I mean, as we all discussed over the summer, the last night was really like in the context of the Transformers movies. It's really not that bad. It was like the platonic ideal you could have within those.
It might be the second best one. It's not good, but it's not horrible. Especially like, okay, the Razzies, like, whatever the thing, the mostly the obvious choices, except worst supporting actor Anthony Hopkins. No, he's one of the best parts of that movie.
He's so great. He's enjoying himself so much. That's something I don't get, is when you have something like that and it's made fun of, but you have something like Cate Blanchett in Thor Ragnarok, and she's
it's pretty much the same level of acting,
hamming it up and chewing the scenery, and everybody's like, "Yay, this is great!" But no, you do it. You have Anthony Hopkins doing it in a Transformers movie, and it's like, "Oh, this is dumb." It's just become. It's like, it's too cool to criticize the Transformers movies.
Correct. Calling Michael Bay a bad director is wrong. Sometimes he does shit you don't like, but he's never a bad director. He's good at directing.
Right.
He just has his own idiom that is sometimes stupid.
Yes. Sometimes things just happen for See, that's the thing, is at least in The Last Night, everything constantly happening was at least following a logical progression.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, was not something you could necessarily say about the previous ones.
The previous three, things made sense. Made sense in cartoon logic, at least.
Yes. Things happened as a response to other things happening, and not just out of nowhere for no reason. So, yeah, that just feels like a cheap shot. So, I can't get behind that. But yeah, other stuff, we got toys. I got toys. I got Overlord.
Toys.
That was exciting.
Oh, Overlord, he's so nice.
I had to order him. I don't know if anyone ever actually... I assume someone at some point saw him at retail.
Yeah, but I know I wanted him. I ordered him online too. It's like, I need Overlord.
Yes. At one point...
I wish he was bigger, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like he can... Like, the original, I don't know if you've seen pictures of him next to the original, or have happened to seen the original in real life.
I have, but I didn't realize he was, like, twice the size of the current toy, almost.
Yeah, he's huge.
Ridiculous.
So... There's a third-party one that I saw at TFCon that was, like, hilariously oversized, like, nearly on the level of some of the Omega Supremes coming out, and I feel like the philosophy is that they're wanting to make toys that are as big as you remember them being when you were much smaller.
Yeah, it's the masterpiece strategy.
But yeah, I mean, he's definitely cool. I like him a lot. I like him more when I realized that piece that was around his shoulders could actually fold down, because that was confusingly packaged. But yeah, he's definitely overlordy. I look forward to actually having shelves to display him properly.
Yeah, I wish his chest holes were a little bit bigger. You can't close them all the way with people's faces in there.
I do, I wonder if they did that knowing that Power of the Primes was going to be what it is, because the idea of putting, or that they just trusted, the Shapeways people, the people who put stuff on Shapeways to make, engine backs for some of those. Because the idea of him just having faces in his chest is kind of ridiculous.
Well, it does work for, the Primes kind of make more sense. But I like him, just imprisoning two people's faces in there. He still has Nightbeat and Getaway on mine.
That's not
an face and stupid Getaway.
That's not an appropriate place to put heads. But yeah, he's good. He's good. I got Cloudraker, and I guess Wingspan is up on a shelf somewhere, hanging out with Dreadwing, who he matches very well.
You did find... I gotta send you the little car dude at some point.
Yay, and then they can be twins together. Yeah,
yes.
My appreciation for Dreadwing went up substantially when I was, over the course of walking to the register at Target, and I remembered, oh yeah, he used to host the UK letters page. And suddenly I was like, oh, yes! Because yes, he used to host the UK letters page, because the UK comic was just a bunch of people having fun. So yes, this rando Decepticon hosted the UK letters page. So yes, I like to pretend that he too is a writer / editor trying to get by.
That'd be a nice thing for the comics if they... Wait, is he even in the current comics? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
It'd be nice if they brought him in, bring him in as Thundercracker's editor.
Or just, one of those, background things, the whole thing about, what's his face, the alligator guy.
Skullcruncher.
Yes, about Skullcruncher being a stand-up comedian. just some little thing where they, I don't know, talk about reading stuff that he wrote. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely a partial Aerial Bot remold. I did notice...
How much, the nose cone, most of the legs, and his crotch? I think his chest and a bit of the arms are new. Yeah, maybe it's about 50-50 that's new.
Yeah, I mean, the wings are definitely new. Mine do not like to peg into place.
Yeah, one of them's a little funky.
They definitely have a little bit of the old first series of Align plastic tolerance weirdnesses. But overall, he's great. I'm glad I have him. He's going to be my fellow writer buddy. We'll hang out and, I don't know, write essays about stupid things.
Well, and you have to get the little writer of Slash Fiction, who's adorable.
Yes, I have a little Slash. Her dinosaur mode is kind of awkward.
Yeah, it doesn't want to balance. She's very front heavy.
But all in all, she's a good little figure. I wish she had a little weapon, but I know people on Shapeways have
made it. Yeah, I gotta get one of those. A little rapier and some kind of gun.
Yes. So yes, as we've mentioned, it's great that the first female Dinobot is named something that is popular with women.
Well, and it starts with an S. It follows the tradition.
Yes. But also something that is heavily associated with the more female corners of fandom.
Yeah.
The biggest problem that I have with the actual little Prime dudes is that in the whole, like, homage with the Pretender shells thing, they don't actually have colors that correlate to any... The primes themselves are, like, not the colors they're ever supposed to be.
Yeah, well, because it's focused on the shell, and then the inner dude is just whatever.
I know, but it makes me very sad that Liege Maximo is not teal and white. That just... I don't know. It bothers me.
Yeah, it would kind of be nice if his colors were more that. But...
His colors were more like how he's ever been represented before.
He's just Skullgrin.
Yes, he's a little dude.
Skullgrin's adorable, so, you know.
And I got him, and I got Vector Prime, because he came with Metal Hawk. And I do like some little Metal Hawk.
Yes.
Though, again... blue and dark gray is not really Vector Prime colors.
And whoever the hell the other one is that I made a mono eye out of Quick Switch.
Nice. Yes, my Cronus.
Oh. Well, how can he be the tiny one if they're all the tiny ones?
Because how can he be the small one when they're all the same size? This is actually a perfectly valid question that I think deserves to be answered, but alas.
Well, somebody needs to make the best, worst, tiniest Transformer who's a little head that plugs into his little head that can transform. And snap in half immediately.
So, I mean, it's a cool continuation. It is sort of interesting that we're sort of continuing the gimmick, but not quite. Also, it's pretty great that now you can give everybody weird, like, Imperator symbol heads.
Yeah, it's neat. I kind of wish some of the designs were cooler, though. Like, I don't really like the Liege Maximo one. It's just too plain.
Yeah, sort of. It's just sort of random. It does make someone had it on the Optimus Prime, and just the way that just the green triangles formed his eyes was pretty great.
Yeah, it sort of looks like a sea turtle with its flippers up on the back of a butterfly. And it's just, no.
Yeah. It's not very Liege Maximo-y, but I guess we get this little Skullgrin, and that's what's important. I don't know.
Yeah, I want more when am I getting my bomb burst? And my Submarauder.
Aren't those coming up?
I
also,
think so.
Octopunch. I like that we're getting Octopunch.
Oh, we are getting Octopunch. I wasn't sure about the Octopunch.
Yes.
I forgot which ones we were getting.
Yes, because Octopunch is Soulless Prime for some reason.
Oh, Octopunch is a lady now.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least a lady comes in that armor. The tentacle armor.
Well, it's a lady pretending to be an octopus.
I mean, that's fine. Octopi don't have, standard mammal sexual dimorphism, so she can be whatever sex of octopus creature she wants. Anyway. Yeah. Also, I got Swoop. He's very swoopy. Honestly...
I have the Dinobots. I haven't opened anybody else but Slash yet.
There's not a lot to say about him. He's just very swoopy.
Are you annoyed he's a different color than the pre-production art?
I'm alright with it. I mean, that's
kind of like the blue. It's a variety.
Yeah, wasn't that like his Diaclone color or something?
I think so.
Yes,
like
I believe that was his Diaclone color, and that's like, I don't know where that color scheme comes from. It's...
I just want a remolded Sludge with big bird wings and sort of a pterosaur head.
Yeah.
Because I had that knockoff toy as a kid.
Ooh. Oh man, if we get to the point where they're just like doing references to knockoffs from the 80s.
Oh, we're just about at that point.
We're getting there, man. We're getting there. They're definitely. It does sort of leave me wondering,
we're getting Pretenders.
We're at like 97, or I'm sorry, 87, 88 at this point. Like, are we gonna do some Action Masters now, and then are we on to G2, or like, what's the plan?
Well, the little guy, the Pretenders are kind of Action Master-y. I don't know if we're exactly going to get that, maybe.
Man, but I know
that's also been like in Subline's non-transformable thing. Micromasters are we going to get more of them? That's the question.
Now, what's going to happen is that we're going to have another big turnover with the Transformers team, and then they'll feel like they all need to do their own version of 1984, and then the cycle will start anew.
Again. No, just hang around in the area we're in right now. It's kind of my favorite toy area of G1.
It's pretty good.
Teal and pink and magenta and other weird colors.
Man.
Just odd animals for no reason.
We're just gonna get victory with ball joints, and I don't even know what we're gonna do then.
Like, we can go back to G1 forever. You can repeat that as many times as we want after I get C-Cons.
More C-Cons.
Give me C-Cons and shit. Everything else can be Optimus Primes and Megatrons from here to eternity.
Yeah, that's sad that we got Combiner. I mean, I guess the problem with C-Cons and Combiner Wars is it was so heavily remold oriented that they couldn't really do much with them after that. You just...
Yeah, well, now we're getting Dinobots, we're getting the Terracons,
mm-hmm.
the Abominus and those guys.
Oh, that's right, we are getting
Terracons,
them.
right?
Yes.
So we're inches away from C-Con remolds.
Soon, TM.
So close.
Soon. So, I mean, we have reached a point now where it's like, what are we even going to see at Toy Fair?
Didn't we see a lot of stuff that's probably going to be there with leaks and things? Oh, I guess they could show... Wait, would it be too early to show what's next after Power of the Primes?
Yeah, I kind of feel... I don't know. Because, I mean, Toy Fair at least used to be, a very heavily industry-oriented event. So it's more like, I mean, the fans are there, but it's more like they're trying to sell to, the purchaser at Target. So going that far ahead might be pushing it.
Let's sell to Toys R Us, who's closing lots of stores soon.
Yeah, well, that was garbage. That's the whole thing. That's capitalism. That's late stage capitalism right there. That's, I was reading some talk about that, how it's, they were perfectly profitable, but it's just these vulture capitalists coming in and, doing bank things.
Damn toy store scalpers. Yeah. Not toy scalpers, toy store scalpers.
So yeah. That's its whole thing. I will say I was saying something about not understanding how people become, less woke as they get older, but I do understand how they become weird conspiracy theorists and go and live in the woods and stop talking to people.
Yeah.
Learning things like why Toys R Us is filing for bankruptcy that'll get you coming up with conspiracy theories and going to live in the woods. It's kind of messed up. But anyway, so yeah, I am curious. I mean, I suppose we're probably just going to see the rest of Power of the Primes, because I feel like it's too new for them to want. Because the thing is, if they start playing up the next thing to the store buyers and stuff, that's how your later waves end up getting under-ordered.
Well, that happens all the time anyway.
That's true. That's what TJ Maxx is for. So.
But TJ Maxx around here doesn't carry toys.
My TJ Maxx doesn't carry a lot of toys. So, unfortunately. I guess.
Anyway, I guess we should talk about a comic book.
Comics.
Maybe?
There were comics. Comics have happened. So yeah, part of why we chose this week to go ahead and try to get back in the swing of recording some episodes is there's a new Lost Light this week, and everybody likes to talk about Lost Light.
Lucky number 13.
So do you think Tailgate's actually dead?
Well, we don't see anything. They imply he exploded, but didn't say like he exploded, there's no remains or something. So he probably just like popped out of existence and popped back in somewhere else.
Maybe.
Or something.
I mean, I guess...
Like when James Roberts kills someone, we see them die horribly. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Rook.
Oh,
I like your toy.
I have to say, man, like, there was a point towards the end of More Than Meets the Eye where I was like, well, you know, the thing about Getaway, though, is he's not wrong. Rodimus is a terrible leader, and he totally has a ship shaped like his own head. And... But now it's like, no, Getaway's wrong. Getaway needs to die horribly.
Yeah, Getaway... Well, it's not that from the point of view that Rodimus is kind of a bad leader, that Getaway's wrong. And it's not that, hey, Megatron was kind of a mass murderer, and now he's sort of been pardoned. He's not wrong about that. But how he goes about everything and his original reasoning and his innate madness and what Freud describes about him is just... Yeah, he's broken.
Yes, I mean, I don't know if it's just that he's bit off more than he can chew, and he's just desperate to try to keep everything going, because I can definitely understand that sort of situation. You just, like, have to keep things together, and things get worse and worse, and...
Yeah, but he thinks he's gonna be the next Prime. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's to the point where it's like, no, you're just crazy. You are just crazy at this point. You're not just trying to hold the group together to get to your goal. You have unreasonable expectations for reaching this goal. And yeah, I mean, I did think that it was some very effective storytelling with the issue that loops back on itself.
Yeah, that was a creepy one. That was 3 ago, the beginning of the Mutineers trilogy.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no. So that was good. I think my favorite, gosh, it was definitely very nice with issue 13 to just, get back into that sort of...
Yeah, the regular crew.
Yeah, just the regular crew, just sort of bickering with each other and getting up into each other's faces, and also the word canoodling, which I...
No, not just canoodling inside someone.
Yes, but I just like that that's the word that Roller uses. It's just... And I appreciate that, like... The specifics of what any of that involves are kept vague. But...
Yeah, it's just like...
Yes, also...
Canoodling is a weird word, and it feels extra weird coming from Roller, who's sort of displaced in time.
Well, the thing is, he just doesn't, doesn't have any better way to... It's such a good word. It just is. But yeah, they needed some private time, and he was sitting right there in his alt mode, taking up all that space. Also, I like the panel where Whirl is just like, spread the heck out. Everybody is cramped into
Roller's not there, he has a chance to spread out.
Everybody's cramped into this tiny space, and he is going to take up as much of it as possible.
Yeah.
Because he is a jerk.
I like the split second when Rodimus thinks that the ship is talking to him.
Yeah.
Like when he said, Skip? Because the ship they're in was named Skip before he died and became their ride.
Yes.
That was cute.
And just all the stuff with Ultra Magnus was great, having him
so adorable and awkward.
Doing being a nerd. Getting upset about having to use a windowsill for a desk. Also, the part where where the ship starts shrinking on them and he's just got his data pad hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, trying to hold up the ceiling. I like this, the subtle thing that Ratchet turns gray, but you can slowly notice him turning gray before that. Yeah.
Also, Ratchet and Drift on the main cover. This is definitely bonus points.
Yeah, they're on the verge of making out while everyone else is really angry.
And it looks like Brainstorm. I mean, you can't really tell whether it's intentionally, but Brainstorm's got his hand on Drift's head, so you could totally see him being, pushing them together, haha, you make out now, haha. Because he's Brainstorm. Yeah, so... And it's good to see Fortress Maximus and Red Alert and all of them showing up again, and the whole thing with Anode and Swerve, because Swerve needs a foil.
Ridiculously yeah, but their ridiculously escalating prank game is just nuts. I mean, who sneaks a bomb into somebody else's brain? That's too far.
But yeah, Ratchet's sort of slowly getting grayer through the issue.
Becoming a ghost?
And then, yeah,
what was the line about him saying?
There's the big thing where 10 starts talking.
Oh my god, James Roberts likes, shockers at the end of issues. Just, wait, what? But this, somehow, 10 speaking is the one that caught me the most off guard. Wait, what? No.
I mean, I feel like it's gotta be somebody talking through him.
Probably, yes, but it's very strange.
But, I mean, I've been mulling over the whole thing with Tailgate dying. And, taking it from that whole, as a writer angle, storytelling angle, and, whether... I mean, I guess you can't really say whether his story is done. But, it's really... This is supposed to be more about Cyclonus dealing with it anyway. You could kind of say the Tailgate story has been done. It's...
Kind of...
But I don't know,
but yeah. It feels like when somebody dies in this comic, James Roberts, if they're a main character, he likes to put it front and center.
Yeah.
This is becoming another mystery the way it's shown to us, because we're missing a key element.
Yeah. I mean, we don't... Actually, here, I'm pulling it up. But, I mean, they, Fortress Maximus, and then they do... see it on the screen, and...
I forgot the best thing about this issue? We got Alex Milne back.
Yes!
I've missed Alex Milne.
Yes, Alex
He's
Milne.
gotten really good at doing robot emotions on faces.
Yeah, that's definitely good for this one. I mean, Jack Lawrence has been really good. He's definitely grown on me, At first...
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
It felt just that little bit too cartoony, but it really grew on me there, and... But yeah, this was definitely a good issue to have Milne back for. To have him making Whirl emote near the end, and canoodling. So yeah, it was a good issue. It was good to see everybody back. In the meantime, in between, the stuff with Getaway has been, like, that's definitely back into the, like, super messed up body horror territory that the series had sort of been, seems to dip in and out of.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Good comics, good stuff.
And we're gonna have to wait a while to figure out what the hell Ten was talking about, because next issue is back to the scavengers. Yay.
Hey, it's time for another intermission from the main group to go do some other stuff. I mean, that's definitely, something that has been a long time coming, though, is getting more scavenger stuff, so.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit, was it last issue?
Uh-huh.
Where we saw, where they ended up getting stuck with Nickel accidentally?
Yes. Where they accidentally picked up an extra passenger. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, but definitely looking forward. I do sort of wonder, like, how long are things going to draw out? This issue kind of felt like a few months worth of development just all run together at once. Which is not really bad, but it's definitely...
No, it's like...
a very dense...
Individual stories of half the characters are just sort of hitting ahead and going wrong all at the same time.
Yes. So it's a very dense issue, story-wise, and characterization-wise, and character arc-wise. So yeah, it's a lot going on. So yeah, I still need to get caught up on a lot of the other stuff. I know you have some more comics you need to get caught up on, so maybe next week we'll...
Maybe we'll try Optimus next week, or, the Windblade one finished with the...
Yeah,
that was a bit ago, but...
Yes, we had not gotten to the Lawler one annual, so there's that. A lot of stuff to talk about. Because, of course, being away for a while. But yeah. We'll try to get back to this on a little more regular basis. I know I, for one, have a unpredictable work schedule, both with my day job and my editing work. Actually, tonight I've got one to wrap up, and I have apparently become the go-to editor for stories about Bishonen with wings, so that's a thing.
Okay. I mean, I knew that was a thing in manga. I didn't know that was as much of a thing in English writing.
So yes, slash. Some Dinobot slash.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's, but hopefully can get working around my scheduling and get more episodes done and talk about things more regularly. But just, keep an eye on the feed, keep us subscribed, and episodes will pop up when they pop up.
Yep.
So that's it for this week. This has been Jen.
And David.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, my cat's being so good, I want to pet him. Iacon Underground Radio is hosted by iaconunderground.net. We are listener-supported through Patreon, where you can help us cover the cost of running this show and our other podcast, Stasis Pod, at patreon.com/iaconunderground. We are on Twitter at iaconug, Tumblr at iaconunderground.tumblr.com, and Facebook at facebook.com/iaconunderground.